Hi, good morning to all. I hope all of you doing well and welcome back to our biology class. So, in our last class, we discussed about the transportation system and also we start to discuss about the pumping system that's in our body. The pumping system in our body, that is our heart, right? So, we said that our heart is a muscular organ and the size of our heart is just big as our fist. Heart is a muscular organ and the size of heart is just big as our closed fist. Okay, we already said that heart is a muscular organ. So our heart have four chambers, that is right atrium, left atrium, right ventricle and left ventricle. These are the four chambers of heart, that is right atrium, right ventricle, left atrium and left ventricle. Okay, and this four chamber will help to prevent the mixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. We know that the picture of heart is very complicated. So we can easily draw the four chamber of heart like this. The upper part of the heart is both right and left atrium and the lower part of our heart is both the right and left ventricle. Okay, so the four chamber have a definite role in the transportation process. Both the left and right atrium have the role to receive blood into the heart and the role of both the right and left ventricle to transport blood from the heart. Okay, so this is the role of both the atrium and ventricle into the transportation process. That is, the both atrium is help to receive blood and both the ventricle is help to transport blood from the heart. And we know that both oxygenated and deoxygenated blood reaches into our heart. Oxygenated blood means it contains higher level of oxygen and deoxygenated blood means it contains higher level of carbon dioxide. So both the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood comes into our heart. This oxygenated blood goes back into the heart and transport this oxygenated blood into the different parts of our body from our heart. So this is the process actually happen in our heart. So today we are going to see or study detailing about this process. Okay, shall we go? So we can discuss the process step by step. So first we can start with the right atrium. We already said that both the right and left atrium have the role of receiving blood. So in right atrium, the right atrium receive contaminated or deoxygenated blood that's coming from the different parts of our body. The right atrium receive deoxygenated blood that's coming from the different part of our body through the vein called vena cava. The contaminated blood is entered into the right atrium through the vein called vena cava. When the contaminated blood is entered into the right atrium, the atrium will expand. Then it is contracted. Due to the contraction, the contaminated blood present in the right atrium goes into the right ventricle through the wall present here. So when the contaminated blood is entered into the right atrium, it will expand and then it is contract. Due to the contraction, the contaminated blood goes into the right ventricle. Okay, so from the right ventricle, the contaminated or deoxygenated blood goes into the lungs, goes into our lungs through the pulmonary arteries. So, the deoxygenated blood from right ventricle goes into our lungs through pulmonary arteries for oxygenation. In our lungs, the contaminated or deoxygenated blood, which is rich in carbon dioxide, it is release the carbon dioxide into the alveoli, that is alveoli present in our lungs, and collect oxygen. So the blood again get oxygenated or rich in oxygen. The oxygenated blood goes back into our heart. So this oxygenated blood coming from our lungs goes back into our heart, and this oxygenated blood is collected by our left atrium. The oxygenated blood coming from our lungs reaches into the left atrium through pulmonary veins. The deoxygenated blood goes out from the heart through pulmonary arteries, and the oxygenated blood coming from our lungs is entered into the left atrium through pulmonary veins. Okay. Now the left atrium filled with oxygenated blood. When the time of the oxygenated blood is entered into the left atrium, the atrium will relax. Then it contracts. Due to the contraction, the oxygenated blood goes into the left atrium through the valve. Due to the contraction, the oxygenated blood from the left atrium goes into the left ventricle. From this left ventricle, the oxygenated blood is transported into the different parts of our body through the aorta. Okay, this valve helps to prevent the backward movement of blood from the ventricle to the atrium. Okay. Time of contraction. The blood present both the right and left atrium is pumped into or goes into the both the ventricle. When the time of contraction, the blood present both the atrium goes into the ventricle through the valves present in between the atrium and the ventricle. So this is the working process of our heart. Okay, that the deoxygenated blood is coming from the different part of our body through the vena cava into our right atrium. From the right atrium, during the contraction, the deoxygenated blood pumps or goes into the right ventricle through the wall that present in between atrium and ventricle. From right ventricle, the deoxygenated blood goes into our lungs through pulmonary arteries, and from our lungs the blood get oxygenated, and this oxygenated blood goes back into the heart, and the oxygenated blood is entered into the left atrium through pulmonary veins. So, due to the entry of oxygenated blood from our lungs, the left atrium will relax and then it contract. And due to the contraction, the oxygenated blood from our left atrium is pumped into left ventricle. From left ventricle, the oxygenated blood is transported into the different parts of our body through aorta. Okay, we discussed about the working process of our heart. And so, this is the dividing wall of our heart, that is called septum. So the separation of a right side and the left side of the heart will help to keep the deoxygenated and the oxygenated blood separately. And this separation also helps for the highly efficient supply of oxygen. Today we discussed about the working process of our heart. I hope all of you get clear about it. So thank you for listening. Have a nice day. See you in our next class.